Hi everybody, it's Rogan. It's a gloomy Saturday afternoon. Hadn't posted for several days, mainly because I'm just not very well. Last weekend, working at the restaurant kind of fucked me up. I think Monday and Tuesday. The rest of Sunday after I got out of work, I couldn't really function. I had to lie down a lot and rest a lot. And I got really emotional. I'm not thinking very clearly. That sounds like a euphemism for being depressed. No, something went wrong with my heart that made me really emotional and confused my thinking. Uh, Started at work on Saturday night. I see. This is the other thing. I made a couple of videos about this. I don't think I posted them, but I'm not sure. I might have already addressed this in another brief video, but I just started crying while I was working, and this wasn't like I was just suddenly depressed and overwhelmed with sad thoughts. It was more like a bodily function run amok, like uh, things that happen sometimes with crying and opiate withdrawal. Like I just couldn't stop crying. I had to sit down a couple of times. Uh, the next day at home, I realized it was symptomatic of this weird heart trouble. Like it would come in waves. I would feel really sad, like overwhelmed, and then I'd start crying. Wouldn't even be subject specific in any way. Like it wouldn't be an emotional response to any thought at all. And then my heart would feel strained, and like it would sort of swell up, peak, have to lie down, and it would pass. So this week I have one day less. Uh, so it's 3 days instead of 4, and I don't think any of them are mornings. I've forgotten. Tomorrow's Sunday is the third day, and I hope I make it through. I really like this job. I mean, they like me, so if I'm too ill to work 3 shifts a week, I can probably work one. Problem is, I'm not sure I'm fit to work one. I need to see doctors again. I wanted to go outside. I wanted to start making videos outside, but the neighbors on both sides have dogs. They keep them in different parts of their yards, but the upshot of that is it's really, I mean, I don't know, maybe if I hang out there talking more often. But got sound problems because of the dogs. It was really nice out yesterday. Right now it's gloomy as shit, raining off and on. We finally got our stray cat to a vet. I've been paying rent finally. I've been paying week by week for about a month since I started working at the restaurant. And but I didn't pay for taking the cat to the vet. I've been too ill to follow through and follow up on that. I was just sort of waiting to get my phone turned back on. My roommate, Chuck, did it. I'm giving the rent money to. He's not well, and he's not very good at leaving the house or taking care of adulting tasks. But he just entirely did it. Picked a vet, called a vet, took a cab to the vet with the cat. I was super excited, but she hasn't seemed real perked up. Is the reason I haven't made a video about this. This is the cat with the screwy ear and the long hair that I've made videos about a couple of times. The guys call her Sandy. It's not her name. I've called her Princess a few times because she seems to respond to it, but I mean, it's got a P sound and two S sounds in it, so I suspect that most cats would seem to respond to Princess. Anyway, she was quiet. Apparently, the vet told Chuck it was a bacterial infection, both in her ears and her skin, run amok over a long period of time. She'd been living outside for a while, and that's basically what I thought the problem was. But I would also have expected her to perk up after a couple shots and having her ears treated much more dramatically and quickly. Like she's just been curled up in one spot for a couple of days. She does make eye contact now. She's sort of glowery. But hopefully in a couple more days I'll have like a dramatic, like, look at how happy the sick stray cat is now that she's not so sick video. I was kind of holding out on that. Vet says she's 7 years old, so it isn't old age that's making her seem so frail and far away. She might just be really depressed, on top of being really ill. But I'll make a video when she seems to catch up with herself a little bit. I've seen several movies worth talking about. I guess I'm going to leave that for a different video. It's 7 minutes. I wish. I don't have anything to say that isn't redundant. I just wish that I had some reason to do this. I mean, practically, like, I have no income at all if I don't work, so, and the job, these shifts of 5-6 hours running around, clearing tables at a restaurant, it seems to be good for my back and my heart, but now that the bicycle's broken, my bicycle's broken. Basically, last drop beyond repair, I gotta buy another bicycle. But that's gonna take another week maybe. I don't know. I get paid in tips at the end of the weekend, so it's hard to say. But wow, and Milano's, the restaurant's about, I guess, I don't know, 3 or 4 miles from here. It's like a 45 minutes, an hour walk from here, and that's killing me. Like, almost literally. Like, I could barely make it home last night. I was staggering, and I was staggering from halfway through the shift. Like, my legs aren't working right because my legs and arms keep going numb. I've had to cut my last blood pressure medication in half again, and I still haven't dealt with the Medicaid problem I keep muttering to myself about in these videos. Well, anyway, I'm working on it. I wish you were here. Wish anyone was here. Who I could talk to. Thanks for listening.